Hello, I'm Cyndi, and today I'm bringing you the next installment in my plot points of Harry Potter series. Today I'm talking about the Order of the Phoenix. This is book 5 in the series by J.K. Rowling. Now, as I was preparing for the session today, um, I took a look at the overarching story, and I believe that Act 1 is comprised of books 1 and 2. So, Sorcerer's Stone and Chamber of Secrets would be Act 1. Act 2 is books 3 through 5. It is the larger section of the story, and that would be Prisoner of Azkaban, Goblet of Fire, which I did last time, and this one, which is the Order of the Phoenix, leaving books 6 and 7, the final act of the overarching storyline, and that would be the Half-Blood Prince and the Deathly Hallows. The key event and the inciting incident are not the same event as they sometimes can be. The key event in this story is that Harry and Dudley are attacked by a pair of Dementors. But who would send Dementors into Little Wingic? That is the question, isn't it? The inciting incident takes place after Harry fights off the Dementors to save his own life and the life of his cousin. And when they arrive at the house, Harry finds a letter is sent telling Harry that he is facing possible expulsion. He's to be, in the novel, he was told he was expelled and they would be coming to collect his wand and break it within the hour. However, they thought better of that and decided that it was better practice to have him go to the hearing and let it be decided then. So now he faces the Ministry for Magic for the misuse of underage magic. And it is here that Harry has his first encounter with Dolores Umbridge, who works with Cornelius Fudge, the Minister for Magic, and Fudge believes that Harry's lying, or is otherwise making it up, or somehow is misled about Voldemort's return. In all likelihood, Umbridge is just riddled with fear, and so he can't accept it. Dumbledore does get the charges dismissed and Harry's return to Hogwarts. Harry learned that Voldemort is looking for something that he didn't have before, likely some kind of weapon that he can use to further his cause against the wizarding world. The first plot point is that when Harry and the other students arrive at the Great Hall, they learn that Dolores Umbridge, who Harry first encountered at the meeting and was most agreeable to him being expelled, is the one who will be teaching the defense against the dark arts class. Interesting note that the defense against the dark arts teacher has, throughout the story so far, needed to be filled by someone new each term, as though it itself were in some way cursed. Hermione believes that the presence of Umbridge at the school means that the Ministry is interfering at Hogwarts. It's interesting that Umbridge despises Muggles, despite the fact that she, like Voldemort, is in fact half-blood, which means not full-blood. She really isn't working with Voldemort, although she is an opportunist, and this situation is playing right to her hands and furthering her agenda. The first pinch point is when Umbridge dismisses the ancient runes professor Sybil Trelawney, who is not a full-blood, and tries to have her thrown out of Hogwarts and off the property. But Dumbledore prevents this from happening. Sirius uses the Gryffindor common room's fire to communicate with Harry, telling him that for the time being, he and his friends are on their own. The Order is not able to help them resist Voldemort at this time. The students agree that Harry should be the one to teach them to fight back, since he is the one who has fought Voldemort before. They make use of the Come and Go room, which is also known as the Room of Requirement, and which shows up when summoned according to need. This is the place for their cover for their secret sessions as they practice the defense against the dark arts, which, funny enough, Dolores Umbridge is supposed to be teaching them. She, meanwhile, is focusing on an academic approach. I don't know, it seems kind of silly to have them learn about magic and never learn how to use it. But that's her plan. The midpoint. Harry has a nightmare in which he sees himself as Voldemort through the snake, attacking Mr. Weasley in search of a weapon. What Voldemort is looking for is the prophecy. Harry contacts Dumbledore, and Dumbledore arranges for Snape to teach Harry how to shield his mind and thoughts from Voldemort. Hopefully, there is still time. Second pitch point. Umbridge discovers the secret lessons through the use of truth serum, which she's been administering to everyone on campus. She breaks into the room requirement and informs the Minister for Magic, who attempts to remove Dumbledore and arrest him. However, Dumbledore is not going to go quietly and escapes with the help of Fawkes, his phoenix. At this point, Umbridge replaces Dumbledore as headmaster of Hogwarts. Probably what she was after, in order to further her goals. The third plot point is that Harry has a vision and believes that Voldemort is going to attempt to have Sirius killed. He and his friends attempt to sneak out of Hogwarts through Umbridge chimney, only they're caught. And at this point, we learn who it is who had it last summer. Uh, it protects Harry from being with the torture curse. Um, tells Umbridge that she has answers that she wants, and then is able to fool Umbridge into being trapped by the centaurs, who are quite angry with her. And this allows Harry and his friends to go and save Sirius. The climax. The vision, this final vision, was in Sirius was never being held at the Ministry, wasn't being tortured. Harry discovers a prophecy about himself at the Ministry, and this is the thing that Voldemort has been looking for. What's more, he's managed to trick Harry into finding it for him. The Death Eaters attack, and Sirius and Moody come to the rescue along with some others. The battle ensues, and Sirius is killed through the killing curse by his cousin. The climactic moment is when Voldemort fights Dumbledore. Dumbledore defeats him. Voldemort tries to take over Harry's mind, and Harry forces Voldemort from his mind. He breaks that connection. The resolution is that when the students are leaving Hogwarts for the summer to go home, and Harry shares what he's learned, that he and his friends have the one thing that Voldemort does not, which isn't the prophecy. What it is something worth fighting for. This foreshadows the battle to come and hooks the reader into the next installment or the third act. Until next time, I hope you enjoyed that.